Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 4 of the September daily draws. So let's see what message we get today, and I'll be taking the first card from the Mystic Pilot Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Scenes of the Witch Mabon Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay. And today we have another knight. We have the Knight of Swords, putting our plans into action. Reacting to information, responding to information received, letting the information we've learned ignite something, or help develop something, put something into practice. Now we have that information we needed. Perhaps we can go on to the next step and do the next thing that we need to do. It's all about the next step. It's all about the strategy and putting the plans into action, and taking the ideas that we've had and seeing where they can take us, where these ideas and plans that we've formed in our minds, when we actually try and do them and execute them, it's with a sense of focus and determination that we're going to give it the best shot to accomplish them. And we mean business. And there is a tendency, particularly with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, that they can charge ahead sometimes a little bit too impulsively sometimes. Make sure that we need to, as motivated as we may become with our plans and wanting to get on with it, let's just make sure we've got the information we do need to do the next step, that we're not rushing in and realized, we weren't quite prepared for it, and it all falls apart. We didn't quite have everything that we needed in order to move forward. This is an active card. This is a card of action. So we are going to do something, but that doesn't mean that we can't double check the plan first and look at the details of the plan and then put it into action. We're not stopping the action from taking place. We're just not rushing forward too quickly that we forget certain points or certain details of the next step that are necessary for it to work properly. So I think that's what we also need to bear in mind as we execute our plans and ideas and put them into motion to see how it goes. So success comes from taking the action we need, but doing it in a focused, attentive way, a discerning way that identifies the steps that need to be taken to make it work, and making sure that they're in place, and then going with it, taking hold of it and going with it. Take hold of that sword and go with it, but you first have to get to grips with it. And sometimes we need to be a little bit flexible with our thinking, because if we notice he's holding the blade of the sword here in this image, and that's okay if he's just keeping a steady grip. It'd be better to do the handle, but he's taking hold of the idea. The sword itself represents the idea, right? And if we grip too tightly to our beliefs and ideas, if he grips too tightly, the blade will cut into his hand and he'll bleed. And sometimes if we cling too tightly to some of our ideas and not be flexible enough to adapt them, we can have a metaphorical bleeding. We can be hurt by being too rigid and clinging too tightly. I don't mean the core principles that guide us through life; those can stay. But it's the ways that we execute those core beliefs and principles that maybe we need to be a bit more flexible in different situations. May call for it to be expressed in different ways, and if to hold rigidly to one set viewpoint all the time too tightly, that can hurt the situation rather than help. So we need to have that flexibility in our thinking, but also um, that firm-footedness with what we truly believe at our core, and align it with that. As I say, it's how we express it that may need to be changed a little depending on the situation that we face. So let's not hold too tightly to our preconceived ideas and understanding. I'll always be willing to learn new things. So I think that is a new ways of doing things. That, I believe, is the message of the Knight of Swords today. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. And we have pumpkin spice and apple cider. Very autumn inspired, that is. Nothing is more nostalgic than the joy of belonging in your presence. In the sense of get comfortable with ourselves, become so secure and comfortable with ourselves that the idea of being flexible in our thinking and the way we express our thoughts and ideas, that we don't feel insecure because we're secure in ourselves and our core values and beliefs, that we have that comfortableness, that it's not threatening to us. In fact, we see it as part of the adventure. Let's try a new way of expressing this idea. So look for new ways to express yourself, to communicate, as well as new ideas to take on board and spur us forward. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 5. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.